Hey guys, welcome back to the second video of the Castle Crashers series. Today we're going to be continuing as the Pink Knight, the Love Knight. And there's just one thing I want to say before we officially get started with the video. I've continued playing with other characters. I've officially beaten the game with the main 4 knights. I think I had the most fun with green and red, I think, because red's magic stuns enemies, green is just nice. Orange is similar to green's. It's blue's magic that I didn't like a lot. The melee in the game is the same for each character, basically, so there's not really much to say on that. But yeah, I have been playing the game a lot more since the last video, so you might see a difference in how I play because of how many hours I've put into this already. I have played this game before as well, so there's also like prior knowledge. We're level 7 and we've got magic right now. I'm okay with the giraffe. Normally on other characters I would I think use the magic pet, but we're good as we are right now. So just gonna get right into it. I'm going to be doing this weekly, and if I accidentally miss a Monday, I might have something to do, like as in like I might have too much homework, or I might just not be available on Monday, which is why I chose Monday, because I can do it on Tuesday then. It might be like very rarely I might not be available on Monday or Tuesday, but I think I might be able to let you know ahead if that happens at all. I don't think I showed you guys that last time, but there's like cuteness bombs. I think I may have mentioned it last time, but there's cuteness bombs that deal a good moderate amount of damage. I'm gonna be using it a bit often because it can knock enemies down really easily. It's basically just the same game, but as you know, the more you go on, the more interesting this will get. So just bear with me for the first part as we go on. I'm gonna do a bit of dashing and then just if I fail a level, I will because I'm starting to edit my videos now. I'm going to like speed it up a little bit and just skip to the part where I died, just so you guys don't have to watch the same thing over again. I feel like it would make the videos more interesting if I did that. There we go. We're just beating the crap out of this dude. Okay, dang it. A bad thing about this game is you can get soft locked, or not soft locked, but you can get stun locked very easily. Darn it. This boss isn't too fun just because like he attacks you and then immediately goes into his tornado phase, and it's not fun to deal with. Like, see, I only got like one rainbow magic hit in, and then he just immediately. I feel like I should probably stick to just using my weapon because it deals a bit more when I can do a combo, which stuns him as well, so I'm able to get more hits in as well. Oh wait, I should use my cuteness bombs. That's pretty good. God dang it. It's the pet that knocked me down there, in case you didn't know what it was. It blends in kind of well, so it's kind of hard to see. But that's where you get the go, which knocks enemies down. And it knocked me down because it was helping miss that bomb. But basically enemies can also have pets as well to get the bonus that the pet gives. Oh, that's right, I can't dash into big buff guys. But these guys can be really easy to fight as long as you have magic. If you don't have magic, or you don't have very strong magic, you can do this to knock them down after 4 hits. can also like throw enemies onto them and stuff, or like knock them down. But I would recommend using your magic so you don't have to get close and risk taking damage. Like I killed that buff guy with my melee attack, but if you don't necessarily know like how to keep a distance while still like dealing damage melee wise, it can be kind of hard to like not take damage and still fight the big buff guys without magic. This part is easy, they don't even attack you, they just kind of accept their fate after you break one. I think this is almost like the boss, the one with the flag behind it. I'm gonna kill it first just so it doesn't use its tornado attack, which is like one of the only magic attacks I don't like. It's that tornado attack. It's I guess it's not just the flag person, but not really much to say because I've covered all of it. Food items can sometimes drop from enemies. I guess that's probably something you've seen already. But at this part we see the other princesses. One taken from Shady Guy, one from the Ice Wizard. Also looks kind of shady, but that doesn't matter because we're gonna go save them soon, depending on how well we do this. Those were thieves, so they didn't need as much damage to be dealt to die. At this part, you see these slimes. You can use your magic, and because they don't take knockback or fall down, they kind of just take it. And that can be good for like when you want to dash like that. I dealt a lot of damage because of my dashing, and then I use the twirling of my sword attack, and that does a lot of damage. Just gonna wait for them to launch a bit. This part can take a bit of a while if you don't really have like good magic or good weapon. I would prefer using the weapon for this part just because you can dash into the blobs and they take a lot of damage. Especially when you do a light dash and then you press the heavy attack button, which is Y for me. And then you do the twirly thing with your sword after dashing, which deals like a bit more damage as well. So I would recommend that if you don't want to have to deal with these guys for very long. But it's basically just dashing into them over and over because our magic isn't really that long and that strong, to be honest. But we'll get there. You've noticed that I've leveled up a few times now. The reason why I haven't been able to like increase my stats as I go from level to level is because like it's like a chain of levels. If I die or leave the level, then it asks me what I want to upgrade skill wise because I leveled up. This boss it's really easy. All you need to do is just attack it, make sure it doesn't lick you when it's on the ground. You can use your shield or you can just get out of the way. I accidentally entered a combo and then he licked me from there. I've never seen that where he tries licking you mid-air. We're just using simple. Oh yeah, that deals a lot of damage. We don't want to use that more. Okay, either. Oh no, oh no. Crap, the bats can like stun lock you from taking damage. Am I gonna die? Okay, no, I had a potion, luckily. You wanted this. There we go. Leveled up during that too. That's nice. Oh, we got a bit more magic damage because we leveled up. I didn't even upgrade my stats for that either. Which, I knew that your sword damage goes up by 1 every few levels. I didn't know your magic did as well. It might like alternate. But yeah, basically this is one of the this is where the chain of levels ends, so it's gonna ask me where I want to spend my skill points, which we're gonna do strength, defense, and magic. At this part, there's a bunch of bees that fly from the top. They're actually surprisingly easy. Oh wait, we're level 10. I just realized that. We're gonna quickly just leave the level since we're at the start. We're gonna return home and go to the blacksmith because we can get a new weapon. Or I guess we have a bigger variety of weapons because we're at a higher level. If you see the 1 and 5 at the bottom corner, and now they're 10s, but that's the level requirements for the weapons and such. This here is a +5 to defense, but a -2 to, or sorry, a +5 to magic and -2 to defense. We're gonna be using that because you know it's nice to have the magic, and our magic is already reaching the end of the screen. That usually doesn't happen when you're at level 10. It happens like when you're higher level and you've got more magic and such. Or if you've got a magic weapon like this one, and then the magical pet that gives you magic. It's a +4 to magic. That's what the magical pet does. It gives you +4 to magic. No downsides to the magical pet. It just gives you magic. That's all. I mean, there is a downside, and that would be you can't use any other pet as well. You can only have one pet, which I'm using Giraffe here, which gives me extra XP to level up faster. I think that's gonna be good because like we want to be overpowered and not have to worry about taking damage and using a potion. I want to like really avoid that during this playthrough. So at this part, there's beekeepers now, which they're just like normal people-ish. As you can see, I'm like kind of hovering above the enemies and then attacking. And then I'm like using combos to keep them up as I attack. I believe that's called juggling. From the I searched it up. It's called juggling. It's basically like when you keep enemies in the air as you attack them. That way they take a lot of damage before even like hitting you around. Usually that's like a really good way to get EXP quickly when you're attacking, but you only get EXP when they have health left. So when they hit 0, I don't think your EXP goes up anymore. So it's almost like a waste of your time then. But if you don't want to fight a certain amount of enemies, or if you have a bunch of them in a corner like so, then you just wow, that's a huge group. But there's like different weighted enemies, so you have to like do different combos to make sure that they stay in the air. So it can take a bit to memorize and such. I don't like fully know all the combos and stuff, but I do know like the basics of it though. We're gonna just dash and then use our magic. Really nice. Get them all in the cluster and use our magic again. Taking a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna walk away a little bit and then use my magic. Crap. Okay. Now they've got this in the best. Yikes. This isn't looking too good. Yeah, my health isn't that high, and I don't have any potions because I used one already. So that's not good. If I could just not take damage at this final part, that'd be nice, because I believe this is the last set of enemies that you fight. So we're just gonna like make sure that no enemies make it behind us at all by just doing that. The big guy, I'm just gonna wait a little bit, let the other guys take care of him. Gray Knights. I'll use my magic from time to time when I can. Oh crap. I think I'm gonna die. Oh, never mind, I just leveled up. That's kind of a lucky streak for me. I don't know if I was gonna survive that at all. Cause I think I would have died if I took another hit. I think I was lucky to not die when I was hit. So we've reached a different level, so we're gonna exit again, just to, just for the level up. We're gonna go all the way back down here into the store so we can buy some healing potions, because I do not want to have to worry about my health too much. I know that I said that I want to avoid using health potions, but like, in the beginning, and I'm considering this the beginning because we haven't gotten the second princess yet, even though she's right there. Yeah, I'm still considering this the beginning, and in the beginning, your health isn't exact. Well, I guess it's kind of always you have to worry about your health, but like less so when you're farther into the game. Where did that bomb come from? That's what the? It just happened again. That's strange. So I was thinking about like what to play next, and I was looking in my Steam account just for games to play maybe after this, and I saw Terraria, and I thought to myself that might be a good thing to do next. But I then remembered that for some reason my computer like makes that game just a bit slower. Like when like an in-game second for Terraria is like 1.5 seconds in real life. It's a bit slower, which I guess might be fine if the people watching are okay with that, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. But if that somehow fixes itself within the playthrough, then that'd be really great, because the game's a lot of fun. I've played it before. I've played that game probably way more than any other game I've played. Maybe not in my life, but it's like probably my second most played game. I've got like over 300 hours in it, which may not be a lot, but it's a lot to me, because all my other games are like less than 100. So it's a ton of hours compared to other games. I spent this whole section talking about another game, even though I'm playing a different game than the game I was talking about. Not quite sure if that's just me being off topic, or if that's me letting you guys know about what's going on. Because I was talking about Terraria, but I guess I kind of like got into my time playing it. I probably got off topic from there, because I did want to mention Terraria, because I'd rather like play that next instead of maybe another game. I should probably think of another game while I'm just thinking about it, because if Terraria is still gonna be somewhat slow, then like I might play another game first. Although if you want to see me play it, then feel free to comment down below if you want to. If you want me to play that next, despite the game being a bit slower than normal, then make sure to like let me know in the comments section and such. Alright, so we're at the boss, and we took a bit of damage there. Not too glad about that. We're gonna just, there we go. Okay, we dealt a good moderate amount of damage. This part you want to avoid the X's, because there are being bombs shot out of this. I'm not sure how many cans there are. If I were to guess, probably close to 8. Yeah, I think that's 8, just from like quickly looking at it before I have to fight this guy again. As long as you have a good amount of magic, you can just like do that to him. He does get closer to you, and then he rolls away. Okay, yeah. We dealt more damage that time because we were able to get more magic hits in. After this boss, we're technically not going to save the princess, and you'll see why in just a second. because I think we're gonna start fighting the boss again. But there's not really much to say about this boss other than like he doesn't go very far. He's heavyweight, I believe, as the game would call him. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to wait another. This can get like really boring when you don't really have anything to do and you've been playing this game for a long while. So this part can be kind of boring because it's the same thing over and over. But the less health he has, the more faster he plays, which doesn't necessarily seem logical because, like, if you're hurt, you're probably not going to play the keys on the piano quicker. What? That's not fair. Crap. Okay, we killed him by throwing him. That's kind of a weird way to kill someone, but so this happens. This guy's probably his right-hand man or something. He's strangely buff for a right-hand man. You think he'd be the one in charge, but he just kind of up and steals the princess, even though we're right there. So after that, they start escaping, but then we break the window and shoot ourselves out of the cannon. There's 4 there in case you're playing with 4 players, but I'm kind of just by myself. We can just throw everyone off, and we can actually even throw the enemies onto his head, and then they kind of just bonk. It's kind of silly, just watching them bonk off his head. To throw someone, basically you just need to be moving, and then you gotta not do that. You gotta press the heavy attack button while you're moving and while you're like on top of the enemy, and you gotta not dash off the the moving cart. I can't remember the name of it. The carriage, I think? No, it's not called the carriage. But basically, it's just the same thing, throwing enemies off and such. When we get to the forest, thieves start like dropping bombs, and then they start dropping themselves, and then they kind of combine the two a bit. I thought I knocked you off. And then this guy comes in out of nowhere. We're just gonna... Okay, get shot off the edge. That's what's gonna happen here. If you don't attack him within a time limit, he's gonna shoot a laser. We don't want that happening, so we're gonna throw the enemies onto him. I nearly dashed again, didn't I? We're out of magic. Oh, there we go. We killed him. Oh, I thought I was gonna like fall off and then teleport onto it, and then I'm not sure what I was trying to do there, but now that we're in the cave, things might get a bit more interesting. These are like heavy-weighted guys. They don't necessarily they don't like go very high because they're heavy, probably because of their armor. Even though these are the same guys, they must have heavier armor or something, because they don't necessarily go high whenever you do combos to make them go high. And by go high, I mean like them just going off the ground, and as you're attacking, you like make sure they're not falling, and deal damage that way. There's a certain rhythm, or not rhythm, but like you have to memorize a combo to like deal damage to that specific type, because right here I'm dealing damage to them really easily. As you can see with thieves, these guys seem to be lightweight now, or I guess maybe medium weight. But we're just able to just take them into the corner and then just deal damage and stuff. This can be kind of hard if you don't really know what you're doing, because there's a ton of enemies, and especially the guys with armor. They can deal a lot of damage if they knock you down with bombs, because then each and every different one start using bombs as well. And then it gets like really tough because they're constantly knocking you down and dealing damage to you. Okay, now that we've defeated all of them, we're gonna go and grab all this money without having a lot of it stolen. Okay, we're just gonna, there we go. Got the money. We're gonna get rid of these mushrooms to get the money hidden underneath. These guys are now back to heavyweight. We're gonna try using our magic a bit. It's nice. Dealing a bit more damage now, I see. Different enemies take different amounts of damage depending on like, I'm gonna just call it the amount of armor they have. This part's basically just like before with the slimes and such, and the heavyweighted enemies and such. We leveled up again. That's really nice. Crap. These guys, I think these guys deal more damage because of them being at a later point in the stage, or in the game. Later stage in the game. There we go. Because this is right before you save the second princess, whereas before it was like halfway to saving the princess, even though the princess was right there. Just gonna take care of these slimes. I'm tired of them hopping around. I'd rather fight enemies that will take knockback. Basically, how these slimes attack you is they launch on your head, and then you have to like push the joystick back and forth to like shake them off. And while they're on your head, they deal a good amount of damage to you over time. So if you can like quickly just shake the joystick back and forth, then you can easily escape that. But if it catches you off guard, then you might take a good chunk of your health away. Alright, so we're here. We're just gonna quickly exit again, so that we get the there we go. Now they're equal again. We're just gonna go here. We're now in this volcano-ish area with lava. It doesn't deal too much damage if you run into it. Like, I'll do that right now. Not very much damage. Like, I've taken very low amount of damage. Also, when you exit and re-enter a level, your health goes back to full. So if you ever want to like just exit a level when you're low on health and you don't have any potions or something, or if you just don't want to start a level with low health, you could just restart the level. Basically, like just exit and then come back, which you should be back to full health by the time you come back. We're gonna be using our magic a bit more. I don't think I've seen that before, where they just land on the ground and then die from magic. Because they were rolling and they were gonna jump, but then I used magic and then they got knocked back. And then when they hit the ground, they took enough damage to die. I don't think it's ever happened in that sort of sequence. I think I may have seen it before, where like someone jumps, I use my magic when they hit the ground and such, and then they die and such. But I'm gonna use my magic here because they're all in a straight line. It's nice to have the rainbows as a magic, just because it stuns the enemies if you can get them. And it deals 2 bits of damage as separate hits, which means if you can like stack them together against a wall, then you can deal a lot of damage. That was a really nice representation, because I can just do that now. We're gonna go over here a bit and then just nice. Okay, well, I'm getting soft locked with the bombs, as I said earlier. Okay, I used my shoot. Oh my gosh. It's like I said, I'm getting stun locked by the bombs. That's kind of like the main reason why I don't like fighting these guys at all. Not really much to say because it's just the same sort of enemies over and over again. But this part can be a tough level to do when you don't really know what you're doing. Like if this is your first time through, it can be kind of tough because these guys really easy. These guys easily stun-lock you, which happens with all enemies, but I think it's easier with this type of enemy when they use the bombs and such. And it kind of sucks that they're in multiple areas as well. But I think we're almost done. We're almost to the boss because we've just got one left. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. Dealing a lot of magic damage. You can jump and use your magic. I've never said that before. There's also another magic that you unlock with that includes jumping later on. But that's a bit later on, and we have to upgrade our magic more to do so. Which is what those like blue lines when you upgrade magic. That's the magic skills that you unlock. Because if you got to like get a certain amount of levels to unlock new magic skills, then that would make this a bit harder to do, I guess, if you like using magic skills. Which the final one, I don't know if we'll be getting to that one at all, but the final one has to do with your jump. It's the second one that has to do with your jump, at least. I think if we level up, we might be able to see the first one that I was talking about. Which has to do with this, but like it doesn't shoot up and outward, it shoots like downward and outward. That way if you're like right in front of the enemy, you can just shoot down, or down and forwards at least. I believe, okay, there's, dang it, it always catches me off guard. It's the first attack he does, and I never seem to remember that. I wanna trigger that sword fight again. I think you do it by using your light attack, unless you're just not gonna do so. Yeah, I think I might just kill him. Okay. You get a weapon from this guy, guaranteed. It doesn't do very much, but it's got the lightning effect and gives you a bonus to agility. So I believe, yeah, we're now going into the boss fight, and at this point, this guy's just gonna run at you and then use his daggers like so. You can't use your shield. I tried, like that for example, doesn't work. I was using my shield. I believe after a certain amount of, yeah, I wasn't using my shield the right way. That's a bit embarrassing. I think after this, oh, that's a voice crack, wow. I think after this, though, we might end the video here. We've made a lot of progress for today, so it's not like, it's a sad thing. Although it is kind of sad for people watching if they enjoyed this. Dang it, he's attacking me. Like, well, I mean, he's always attacking me, but like he's actually hitting me. What is he doing? What is... That's... Okay, he's just attacking me, I'm attacking me. Oh wow, that was a ton of damage. We're gonna use the potion here, because if you didn't see, my health was extremely low. Were we dealing a good amount of damage there, or was that just the cage taking damage? Alright. Oh, we don't even need our shield, didn't we? This part can be kind of scary because he goes a lot faster and attacks a lot faster. Basically he dies by accidentally jumping in the lava pit that he made, probably for the coffin. But that's basically how he dies. And there's the chest. So yes, I consider this a boss. reference to last video where I said I considered a boss when a chest dropped on it when it was defeated. I mean, technically it didn't drop on the boss, but like it dropped near the boss, so I'm still considering it a boss. There we go. We see the second princess. Nice way to end out the next video. You might not think that this will be too long. We got our next magic, so let me just we'll go into the shop just to replenish our potions and such, and to also just show you that there's new magic. There's this, and then there's this. As I said, it shoots downward and outward. It doesn't shoot as far as just using this normally, but it allows you to attack enemies right in front of you. And also, whenever you use your magic in the air, you go back a little bit depending on which way you're facing. But I think that is it for this video. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys